y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The Curry's over there. Everybody thumbs up.
Hey, what's good? Hey! I ain't told nobody something. Get my Teddy Riley going on, man. Now what happened to my scallops?
Yeah, so what happened to them scallops during the break? Oh my god. Right? Yeah.
Woo! Finish.
Woo. That looks great. He's
everybody out there
on top of the steak.
Hey, Steph, come and look at this masterpiece right here.
There is no American.
Yum! I love that we finished at the same time. Come on.
Wait.
That looks great. Oh my goodness.
Okay, you plated it.
The scallops about to fall off the plate, but yeah, we got the fillet, we got the.
Hold on, let me get it.
My baby over here sweating like bean lions.
Hey, listen, I ain't sweating this much since I ran around out here in that game went on y'all, Steph.
What did you say?
Hey, I'm still gonna eat the rim like this, like.
Hey, did you think you had a chance?
I was right underneath the basket. I saw it online the whole time. That's why I didn't move, and I didn't have the nerve to catch it out the rim. I should have ran over and handed it to you.
Yo, how funny would that have been if you would have ran and chasing you to give me the ball?
Yeah, I hear it. Get your ass out of here, man.
Hey, go ahead, give me.
I'm gonna sprinkle it. There you go, E40.
You know, everybody else.
No, babe.
But you put a little, so look, we add a little time on that, and a little cheese, you know.
It's so high.
Listen, it's for the
That's
people.
like a high arcing shot.
It's for the people.
The people have to clean this up.
It's for the people.
Oh, are we eating right now too? We're eating
We
right
gotta
now.
taste it.
Everybody, man.
And he knows I can't do dairy, but
He put cheese on it.
he put cheese on it. It's okay.
Just a little bit.
You're just gonna give him some presents. You're gonna give him a gift tonight.
My little bit of farts is gonna be super romantic.
Wait, hold on.
So they could each, everyone
There we
gets
go.
our first bites. Here we go.
Right here.
Go right
A nice medium steak.
Delicious.
Doing good, babe.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay.
I can smell it. I don't even need to taste it. I know
Babe, you did a great job.
Put it this way. I don't know if I've ever been more defeated in my life because I actually was nervous. I got to the end. I played the food, but I've been tasting her food for so long. I know what that tastes like. I was hoping in my mind that was what it was going to taste like.
Really good.
All right. Listen.
You did a great job.
I did all right though. I just know
saying,
you set the bar so high.
Ice, can we get on your cooking show? Can we come on and like, you know what I'm saying? Bye bye. What's up?
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost clear taco.
This is
I'm gonna give it
good.
a 9.
Hey, look, Steph. That's the question I have for you too. What did you give Aaron Gordon on that last dunk? You sweating? I feel like Whitney Houston in concert. What did you give Aaron Gordon on that last dunk?
Hey.
This is a great time to not tell the truth, Steph.
It's a great time to tell it, but everyone has their own opinions. What was your opinion of the last dunk that Aaron Gordon did?
Aaron should have won, man.
Wait, but from that dunk or period?
That dunk was not his best, but he should have won. He had the better body of work. So I understand the dilemma. I just know Aaron Gordon should have won.
Right. But we talking about the last dunk. Would you have gave him a 9? Would you gave him a 10? Because up until that point, I gave Aaron Gordon a 10 every time.
Honestly, I would have been biased, and I would have said, yeah, he got a 10. I got to make sure he wins.
Great answer. Great answer. So, listen, I was biased as well.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because I gave Derrick Jones Jr. a 9 on his first dunk when he jumped over Bam.
Right.
I'm all about if you're going to do it, you got to clear him. That's
right. You got a little
clear him, so I gave him a 9. Yeah.
That's a tough. Hey, the NBA called me when I'm retired and asked me to do a dunk contest, and your face gonna pop in my head. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yo, you know how many? Listen, I get so many people that comment on everything I do and be like, I give that a 9 out of 10. And I'm I'm like, do y'all know that a 9 out of 10, I'll take that any day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'll take it any day of the week, man.
No, that's funny. 'Cause you got 9 out of 10. I got to look at Curry, man. So inspirational. We just doing it out here, you know. I tell you what.
How do you feel about the conversation that people say that you changed the game of basketball? Like, it's only a few different people that come along, and you like, that guy right there changed the way that we look at basketball. How do you feel when people say that about you?
At first, I was uncomfortable with it because, like, you know, anytime you get that like outlandish praise for doing something legendary and you still in the fight, like, it doesn't do anything for me. So I kind of like kept it at bay. But now I kind of sit and think about it, and 11 years in, looking at some of the guys that are coming into the league and how the game has changed in terms of just how many threes are going up, and that being a part of anybody who sets foot on the floor, on the NBA floor now should have that in their arsenal in some way, shape, or form. Like it is pretty flattering, and I appreciate the fact that I didn't come in trying to do it. Like I literally was just being myself, and whatever I saw, whatever I worked on, I was going to go out there and do, and just having the I'll call it the stubbornness to think that I could do it. You know what I mean? Like it was just.
I feel like you were just excited to be there.
I had to play, and so like, it's just wild to think about, man. I embrace it. I love it. I know that I have changed it in terms of, how younger kids now see the game of basketball and what they work on at a younger age. We'll see how it continues to play out with the new talent that's coming into the league. So,
you know what I love? I love when they show Steve Kerr when you're taking a shot.
Oh yeah.
I love when he looking at like, Steph, no, and then you make it. He like, what?
We were still getting to know each other at that point. That was like 3 months in.
I love that, man. I love it.
Even 5 years later, he's still making that look.
One of my biggest fears is that when D signed on for his TNT show, that he would become an old hater.
Hey, that's real talk though, because you got to be truthful and honest. And you got to give an opinion.
Yeah, I was actually afraid of that. Like I never wanted to leave the game and become that guy that talks about all the players that's playing the game. You know what I mean? And especially the further and further away you get from the game, the more and more the game changed and it's different than what you remember. And we all have this mentality that, I would have did it this way, or I wouldn't have done that. So I never wanted to I don't want to, not never, because this is going to go on for a while. I don't want to lose myself in the process of being on TV and talking about the game of basketball I love. You know what I mean?
I still want to be able to have sex with him. There's nothing more unsexy than an old ass hater.
No, they just got a different swag about them.
Speaking of sex, can we talk about that photo that you guys posted? Viral, like the sexy photo. When you was holding her up like this.
Let's just put it this way, bro.
What inspired that?
We'll talk about having faith and moving the culture forward, and that you can and those two things can live together. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Absolutely. Actually, I would love to talk about that because I feel like that is the biggest misconception with us being Christians, is that we can't have fun in our marriage and that we're not feisty and lovely and all of the ludicrous songs. And that's annoying, and it's not the case at all. For us, our faith is about our personal relationship with God and making sure that we love everybody around us without judgment. That is not our job. We're never trying to pass judgment on people. We're just trying to love the Lord, get it popping, and drink wine.
So it's possible to love Jesus and get it popping too.
Yes.
All I was doing was trying to get hand rehab in on All-Star Weekend. That's what I was just trying to.
IG didn't want us to be great.
They want us
to be great.
Chicago that fucked up my triple double. He wanted to Yo, Ayesha, I got a question for you. So, when you go out and you're doing media for, all the things that you are doing, maybe the first 3 questions come out is about Steph Curry. And I'm asking this question because of this one right here.
Wait, does that happens to you?
Oh,
Talk about that though.
20
That's crazy.
years in the game.
Well, if that happens to her, I feel like I can't complain.
No, like they're like, you've got a cure for cancer, you say. But
Yes.
let's talk about the big three. And I'm like, what? I have a whole, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit though.
That one's tough, because like when you're working so hard, like it took me a long time to just be at peace with it and realize, you know what, it's gonna happen. It's gonna keep happening whether I want it to or not. And I honestly started realizing, like, as much as I was complaining about it, because I was like that, I didn't want him to feel like it was because I wasn't proud to be his wife, or like wasn't happy that I was his wife. And I started realizing, hey, you know what, it could come across that way. So like, I need you to know that I'm so proud and happy and honored to be your wife, and I love you and all of these things. But at the same time, when as a woman, like when you're doing all of the things that you're supposed to do as a wife, and also creating a career for yourself or working hard outside of your home, it's a little frustrating.
Yeah. Well, I was like, he does media after practice. He does media
Every
before
day.
the game, after the
Every
game,
day.
every day. So if he didn't answer your questions, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, like, I had a full ass life before him, and I'm gonna have a full ass life with him. So give me my time. And unless you're gonna give me the same time during his media time, so you know what I mean? Hello, beat reporters. Don't hijack my press tours. Ask me about Dwyane and LeBron and Chris Bosh. Like, come on, like give me that same respect. But how did you guys handle injury this year?
I loved it, actually. I mean, to be honest, it was a weird. I was coming into the season like, I'm ready to go, like, prove all these people wrong, talking about it's our rebuild year and all that. And in 4 games, it got taken away. So I had a change. Either I was gonna be depressed and be miserable and not want to be around anybody, even my family, just because basketball was taken away, or you lean into it and know that this story is only getting started in terms of what these next years are going to be like.
Yeah, it's made you a better person.
Yeah, it's given me a greater perspective on, you know, how amazing basketball is and how much fun I have playing the game, even through the crazy grinds of playoffs, series and championship runs and all that. I absolutely love it, so there's no question about that. But like the other things in life and being, making up for lost time with the kids was amazing. Leaning into the off-court stuff a little bit so I can set the foundation for all the things we talked about earlier about, how amazing those opportunities are. And I'm going to be back next year ready to go. So that's when I say I loved it. I got to lean into some other stuff because basketball was taken away.
I got one question left for Steph, and this is for the basketball world. Miami Heat versus Golden State. Our big 3 era versus y'all.
Woo!
Who wins?
Come on, man. Come on,
I know
man.
we'll win it, right? It's crazy.
Come on, man.
Let's talk about it real quick before we go off air.
I'm going to see it. We might have to get this on 2K. We will play this thing out.
That's a good idea.
Hey, no, it'll be a blowout. I can't play. I'm terrible. But I will say one thing, and I hate the conversations that we try to compare from generations and generations, because you're never going to come with an answer, right? It's just full of words that everyone uses to fill airways. But I think we all have those moments where you see great teams and you see great individual players, and you be like, damn, I would love to have had a moment to play against them in my prime. So I'll just say that to say that when you guys, shortly after the Big 3 era and we kind of had the NBA, you guys came and took it over, and I was like, damn, I would love to play them right now. That'll be it. Eastern Conference versus Western Conference. Whoa!
Hey, in the alternate universe, that would have been amazing, bro. But how many points would you have averaged like in 1975?
Who was playing back then?
I'm
getting, listen, Steph, I'm getting buckets in every era.
Exactly, but
I'm getting buckets in every area. I can play tough. I can play the tough game, or I can play the no defense game. I can go to hole and get up and pick myself up, or I can play no defense. Whatever y'all want, I'm out there getting buckets.
Absolutely.
Now, I can't shoot from half court, but I'll find a way to put that ball in the basket.
I would have sucked because ain't no 3-point line.
Yo, have you guys watched the Jordan doc, The Last Dance?
Yeah, we're with everybody else. 2 episodes in. I hate that they slow rolling it, but it's something. I'm can't wait for Sunday. So I heard what you said about what Jordan meant and being in Chicago and giving you a vision of like what you could accomplish with the game of basketball. Like that to me, like we know how just how dope of a legacy MJ's got, but like hearing that from you and putting it into real terms. You said it earlier, like what a 5 or 7-year-old right now is thinking about watching the game, and like that's so crazy to me. And the fact that you know had the high level of career that you had, and now created that for other people. Like I fall in love with those stories so much because like we're talking about sports and like a game of basketball doing that for a kid. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I was telling my wife while we were watching. Michael Jordan came into the NBA at 84, and the documentary was taking place around 97, 98. I told my wife, I said, you're watching my entire childhood.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I was born in 1982, and by 98, I was 16 years old. So you're watching my entire childhood, and without the Chicago Bulls team, I would not have had the vision that I had to become a NBA basketball player, and the vision of Michael Jordan to try to do the things that he did, you know what I mean, and want to become one of the greatest players to play the game. So I give so much credit to the 91 Bulls team, because without them, like I remember being a kid sitting in front of the little 12-inch TV we had, and when they won a championship, I remember saying to myself, like, that's what I want to do. That's the feeling I want to give to my family, the feeling that the Bulls gave to us. So without them, bro, I wouldn't be here. So, man, I'm in heaven every Sunday. I can't wait. I can't wait.
And for everybody a little older, he just said, that's my childhood. And I was like, I was well into my 20s.
No. Well,
yeah.
In 98.
The 98, the last dance season.
He was rolling.
That's what makes it.
That's gold.
That's gold.
98. She was a thought in 98, back up for sure.
I was. Listen, I enjoyed my life. And that is the exact advice I gave. I used that at a young Steph at D. Wright's 25th birthday party.
It all comes out. I'm so done.
You guys, the likelihood of this working out is very low, and you should just break up now and have sex with other people. I used a little bit more adult, but is that not what I told y'all both?
You looked at me, you said, how old are you? Okay.
Precisely, because I was a thought.
I apologize on behalf of the Wade family. We are not, that's not who we are anymore.
I wish somebody
I still might give the same advice. Listen, you guys are unicorns. Like literally, there are very, very few people that I've met who have been consistent. I've known you guys well over a decade, and there's a lot of people who talk about faith, and there's a lot of people who talk about moving the culture forward, but something isn't real somewhere, right? And when people are like, are they really, are they real? And I'm like, yes, they're some of the only people that I've met who've been consistent from the first time I saw them to every time I speak to you guys. And whether that's me and Ayesha texting each other, like just encouragement, randomly, like, girl, keep your head up, you got this. And she, returns the favor. You guys have been consistent. And I wish more people understood that it is possible to be people of faith and also wanting to move the culture forward. Those two things don't have to exist separately. And you guys do a beautiful job of being exactly who you claim to be. And
thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Cheers. Look at my empty glass.
We're on bottle number 2. It's all good.
Yo, Steph, when this all ends, we gotta get on that golf course, man. I need some.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. I'm finding you somewhere. Nice,
right,
on the West Coast.
Love you guys.
Thank you guys. This was so much fun.
Not you, Tyler.
Team
The
Curry.
first and last meal I might cook this year, so appreciate you.
Highly likely.
Love y'all.
Respect.
All love.
Love you guys. Bye.